They signal the coming season as surely as the turning leaves and returning students. The runners, like metronomes along the banks of the Schuylkill, preparing for what has become an annual celebration of autumn's onset. From nearly every state in the Union they come, from more than 17 foreign countries, athletes all. They come for the grandest tour in Philadelphia. They come to witness on foot the glories of the city's colonial past and the glass and steel of its present. Today, PHL 17 proudly presents the nation's premier half marathon. Welcome to the Philadelphia Distance Run. The presenting sponsor of the 1994 Philadelphia Distance Run, Mellon PSFS. You're why we do our very best. And brought to you by Geo. Get to know Geo.
Hi everybody, I'm Tony Revis along with Ed Eyestone, two-time Olympian, and we're with the West Point team from up on the Hudson, getting ready for the 18th running of the Philadelphia Distance Run. Ed, the big story today, the weather, hot and humid like mad the last couple of days, and I was a little bit worried, but just a few hours ago it rained a little bit and the weather broke.
You know, we were walking around last night, it was sweltering conditions, and I was a little bit worried about this field, but today it's cool, we've got a nice tailwind, they're going to be rolling for the first half of this marathon, could have to battle it coming back.
We'll show you a lot more than just the lead men and the lead women. We'll show you more of the Philadelphia Distance Run than you've ever seen before. My question is, we're in here with the 6 minute per mile group, do these people look ready to you?
I don't know if they look ready, but they certainly smell ready.
Good luck, West Point.
Tony, people line up here according to how fast they think they're going to run. Here we see the 5 minute per mile people.
There's a lady fully dressed, and here's a couple guys on the witness protection program.
And it's not uncommon to see people fudging about how fast they are really going to be running.
All the way up front, a number of our favorites. Number 2, Mark Platch's world marathon champion, Gideon Mattisha, 4th last year.
And here's a woman's favorite, Anne-Marie Letgo, shaking those sillies out, getting ready to run.
William Koech, Delilah Asiago, 2 more great Kenyans.
And here's John Cogway. I battled this guy tooth and nail 2 weeks ago in New Haven.
And there's the local champion, Elaine Van Blanc.
Well, I've been training really well and doing a lot of distance, getting ready for a marathon. So this is kind of see where I am in my training, and hopefully, I think I'm in strength-wise, I'm in good shape. I don't know how quick I am right now. So as long as it goes out at a pretty even pace, I think I'll be okay.
Seconds away from the start, let's go up to PA announcer Greg Bliss.
Here are those commands. Good luck. Set, go!
In the 1994 Philadelphia Distance Run, off and running, and thousands of people, a record field this year, but why a half marathon?
Well, Tony, we're entering into the fall marathon season. We've got Chicago, New York coming up in the next 5 to 6 weeks. People generally, rather than running a 10K where the intensity is that much higher, would prefer running something more along marathon race pace. The half marathon fits in perfectly, and when they decided they were going to come up with a race here in Philadelphia, they intentionally decided they wanted to put in a half marathon for that preparation, to aid people with their fall marathons.
Conditions today? Well, it's a mixed bag.
Temperature-wise, it's great, 68 degrees, low humidity, but the big factor we have is a wind. It's a swirling wind, and along that Schuylkill River, the wind is blowing hard.
Already this nearly 8,000 person field has begun to elongate itself. It'll take anywhere from 1 hour to 3 hours to complete the course, and here's a look at the course records, neither of which are in severe jeopardy today.
And you know, looking at this map, you can see that the course follows the Schuylkill River and makes a number of gradual bends. There's no way you can get out of that wind.
The men's lead pack, there is not one clear favorite in today's race, and because of that, what we're expecting is a tight pack competition.
And right now you can see that they are battling that wind. Anytime you see a big group of runners like that put together and no one really making a break is kind of an indication that they are going against a headwind.
Although it is a group of Kenyans up front, followed by, in the red shorts, that's Salvador Pera from Mexico in his first ever half marathon.
And these are some different Kenyans than we have seen leading some of the other races. Some would refer to these as the B team. Well, if this is the B team of Kenyans, they have an excellent, phenomenal B team.
Number 41, Mike Kahane from New York City on the left of the screen in the white singlet and the blue shorts. Many of these runners, again, preparing for New York, Columbus, Chicago, the Tokyo Marathon. The first look at our women's leader, that's Nadia Prasad from France. She lives in Colorado. Winner of the Parkersburg Half Marathon and the Boulder 10K. She is a real threat today.
She's had a fantastic year, kind of an up and down year. She prepared in the spring, ready to run Boston, came up with a little bit of an illness before Boston, had to drop out there, but as a result came on like gangbusters in the next few races and scored some real major victories along the way.
She is still new to the international scene. This is only her second year of elite racing. That's Joseph Enzau, the Kenyan on her left shoulder. Back in 1983, he was the Road Racer of the Year. Now he's a master.
Okay, now back up with the men. We can see that John Kagwa, who had a great race in New Haven, a 20K, which is 12 miles. I raced him there, and he ran phenomenal. Now, 12 miles, that's not that different from a half marathon. He could really run well over this distance.
Number 2, Mark Platches, though, the world champion in the marathon, he's got some concerns.
Really, I'd like to give Philly a good shot. I haven't really raced very well this summer at all. I've been training extremely well, and I've made some adjustments in the last 4 weeks. So Philly's kind of a decision point of where my season's going to go. If I run well at Philly, then I'll carry on going. If I don't, I'll just take a month off and start all over again.
Runners go through highs and lows in a career just like in a given race. And now we sort of extend back. There's Brad Hudson. I can't see what number he's wearing, but he's like in 4th last place in that pack. And great Steve Jones from Wales, the former world record holder in the marathon, now 39 years old. More from the Philadelphia distance run right after this timeout.
We could use another bathroom, but I really had my heart set on a new kitchen. Until the furnace went. But instead of putting everything on hold, I got a Mellon PSFS line of credit. We'll be okay. I got the money I needed, even a little extra, for other important things.
Life Improvement Loans. Call 1-800-MELON-2. 1-800-MELON-2.
My family and I, we've just moved into town. We all love it here, yeah. But what we need now for a certain little girl is a really good, friendly pediatrician. One with a big supply of dinosaur stickers.
The way we screen and we check, you're going to have a great choice of pediatricians and hopefully not a bad choice of dinosaur stickers. So let's see if we can help
Aetna
you.
Health Plans. The more you know, the better you feel.
Oh, man. Look what you did.
What I did? Just who do you think you are, man?
Who do you think I am?
Easy, fellas. What would he do?
Oh, the Yellow Pages?
Just any Yellow Pages?
The genuine Yellow Pages.
9 out of 10 use it.
Oh, thank you. Well, thank you very much.
The genuine Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages.
If you're studying new cars, consider this. In J.D. Power & Associates' initial quality study, owners ranked Geo Prism best in initial quality in the $12,000 to $17,000 price class. That's not too surprising, considering that 98% of people who have already bought a new Prism would recommend Prism to a friend. So maybe you should call 1-800-GET-TO-KNOW and go straight to the head of the class, Geo Prism.
Welcome back to the Philly Distance Run on PHL 17. Yeah!
Center City, Philadelphia hasn't had this much traffic, well, I guess since Friday afternoon, but at least there's no cars today. Here's a look at our course map. The first couple of miles in Center City before heading out onto the Ben Franklin Parkway, and that's where the wind really picks up because there's no buildings to block it.
That's right. Once they get on that parkway, then they'll have that wind to their back, and they'll really start rolling.
Delilah Asiago from Kenya. One of the other favorites in the race. She's been a multiple-time champion this year. She heads through 2 miles at just over 5-minute per mile pace, which, given the wind, is extremely fast.
She's had a pretty good year. She was second at the Cobb Classic 2 weeks ago in Georgia, which is a very good sign of her fitness.
That was a very hilly course, so even though this is flat, she's got real strength going for her in Philadelphia today.
Right now, Delilah's running in second place. Ahead of her slightly is French runner Nadia Prasad, who had said earlier she hadn't been getting out fast enough in her past races. She wanted to go out like a rocket for the first 2 miles, and she's out there running fast right now.
Delilah looks so smooth. She's coming off a second place finish at the Cobb Classic a couple of weeks ago. Now in third place, our most natural front runner, Anne-Marie Letko, but she's coming off some big mileage, and she's getting ready for the New York Marathon.
I'll be honest, I'm not very tapered for this race. I've been just mainly concentrating on the mileage because I'm training for New York, not for Philly half. But I think that it is a good testing ground. I think for me, if I can go between 109 and 110, that'll kind of get the job done and say, okay, I know I'm doing the right thing.
Ed, when you're coming off big mileage, how does that affect your racing, especially in the early miles?
Well, sometimes you go into it and your legs are a little bit flat, but frankly, that's the price you have to pay. If you want to be ready for that marathon, you got to put in the big mileage, and it sounds like she's been doing her work.
Back up with the men's leaders, and now they're coming onto the Parkway, and that's William Koech from Kenya, Matthews Matswaratu with the Stevie Wonder head in second place.
He's got a real unique look. You can see his head kind of bobbing. Now, the guy who's running in first place right now, William Koech, was 7th in the 92 Olympics in Barcelona at 10,000 meters. He's got some great speed.
And he is making somewhat of an early break here at the 3-mile mark, and this is where the wind is, you can hear it almost in the microphones. You can see it on the finish line, flags on the other side of the street.
Now, that's a gutsy move to make a break into a headwind. He must be feeling strong and fairly confident about his fitness level right now. The race really, Tony, is the culmination of the entire weekend. Here we see some middle of the pack runners. You had a chance to check out the expo yesterday.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
You're dishing out some cash?
Yes,
Can we
sir.
turn? What's your name?
My name is Mike Dunn.
And Mike, what have you found here as far as a bargain?
A belt to wear so you don't get run over at night.
Show it to us. Now can you put it on?
Sure can.
And I'm guessing a heck of a fashion statement.
Well, actually, the green's a better color, but yeah.
All right, and you wear it up high like that, sort of a crossing guard look.
Right, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Well,
And with suspenders on it, too, make a nice match, crisscross. You can do it up all right. But
And not just on Sunday, perhaps wearing it to work on Monday morning.
Absolutely.
Very good luck in the race. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Okay.
Where are you coming from?
Long Island.
Yeah.
Plainview, Long Island.
How'd the Geo work coming into the hotel?
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. It was a great ride.
And up the escalator?
Oh,
Or
right.
the elevator?
In the elevator, escalator, you name it. Smooth.
So you came from Long Island to run the race?
Yes.
And your expectations are what?
Oh, to finish.
You run a half marathon before?
Yes, we were here last year.
And what was your time last year?
Oh, I'm embarrassed to say. It was very slow, but hopefully I'll do a little better this year.
I mean, if we're talking in terms of hours, is it multiples of hours?
Oh, about 2:20 or so.
And are you in better shape this year than last?
A little bit.
Right, give him hell.
Okay.
And get your car out of the building.
Okay, thank you.
People have an opportunity to be shown all kinds of products. We're at the expo, and they also have a chance to buy a lot of stuff.
National Sporting Goods.
We're here at the Mellon Bank Expo booth with,
Leslie Johnson.
and Leslie, you're giving away, and this is what's really special, is that Leslie's giving away, the Mellon's giving away money here?
Well, we're giving away a $250 savings bond in our raffle, as well as distance run T-shirts and passes to the Franklin Institute.
Oh, no, and can they make deposits? Can they make withdrawals here at the booth?
No, not at the booth. We're just giving away different premiums for runners, like shoe pockets to keep change in and
What's
keys.
this?
It's a shoe pocket. You lace it through your sneaker,
Right.
and you can keep your keys in there when you're running.
Oh, I see.
And earlier we had Eagles cups and buttons, and we have Phillies and Flyer schedules.
Well, I've got all my bargains for the race tomorrow. I don't know where I'm going to put them all, but that's what Expos are about, bargains.
Not only bargains, Tony, but great thing about those expos is they have so many freebies, free food. You come back with free shoelaces. You can give the kids a present when you come home from your trip. It's great.
Cuts down on airport expenditures. William Koech, Matthews Matswaratu, Kenya, South Africa, Eakins Oval. So they're moving in toward the Schuylkill River, and we've reduced this. I'm surprised, to 2 men at this early stage in the race.
Yeah, it's interesting that they've made a break from the rest of the field at this point, and Matthew Mashwartu, who just grabbed water, he's going to want to hang with William Kowich as close as he can because it's a gusting wind out there. He's going to want to let William Kowich break the wind for him. In contrast, we can see the women are running amongst the men. They can kind of hide in there, and Delilah Asiago is now in first place.
And like her Kenyan male compatriots, she goes out very hard in almost every race she runs and has now built a 60-meter lead, going through 3 miles in 15 minutes, 17 seconds. The Philadelphia Distance Run on PHL 17 is brought to you in part by the Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages, the book of more choices. 9 out of 10 people use the Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages.
It's got a new cover, it's got a new name, but on the inside, it's exactly the same. It's the real fine, genuine, more choices, gold mine, Yellow Pages from Bell Atlantic.
Presenting the genuine Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages. Same book, new name. 9 out of 10 use it. The genuine Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages.
Real fine, genuine, more choices, gold mine, Yellow Pages from Bell Atlantic.
Same book, new name.
You already know what kind of car you want. And you know exactly how you want it equipped. And all you've been waiting for is an amazingly affordable lease. So what else do you need to know? Oh yeah, how about where to get one? Get to know Geo Prism today, right around the corner at your Chevrolet Geo dealers.
My dad was always there for me. This was my chance to be there for him. I knew we needed an extra room, but the money was tight. I couldn't have done it without a loan. And my Mellon PSFS banker came through for me. That's what family is all about.
Life Improvement Loans. Call 1-800-MELON-2. 1-800-MELON-2.
Get it moving. And the Silver Bullet has the taste to keep it moving. Coors Light. Naturally brewed for a taste that goes down easy. Coors Light. Keep on moving.
Welcome back to the Philadelphia Distance Run on PHL Channel 17. I'm Carlton, and when you're in Eakins Oval or around that area, stop by, visit me, Pretzel Man.
Didn't Carlton used to be a doorman?
You know who we saw downtown walking the streets before the race? Mayor Ed Rendell. We asked him what he thought of the Philadelphia Distance Run.
This is a great event because you've got professional runners, some of the very best in the world, and you've got ordinary runners. You've got 9-minute, 10-minute milers in this race. So it's a terrific mix, and it's a race where the vast majority of people who are running their Philadelphia, it's not all by any means, and a lot of people come in to run in this race. So it's fun for us. It gives you a great chance to expose the city, and we have a beautiful city. The route that these runners are going to go on today, I think, is as beautiful as any, inner city race in America.
Now let's take a look at some more of the Philadelphia Distance Run course. Once they hit Eakins Oval at 3, they go along to Schuylkill, and this is where the majority of the race takes form. And out to 7 miles, it is almost dead straight, and we got 2 men. Kowich and Matsuratu both look like they're really struggling, which means one thing.
They're still battling that headwind, Tony.
It's deceptive, though, isn't it? Because these guys look like they're on their last legs.
It can be very deceiving. As you can see by this graphic, at 4 miles, we're at 18:48. Now that's about 26 seconds slower than course record pace. They're running well under control, but they are battling that headwind.
On a flat course, this is like running uphill the whole darn way. Salvador Parra from Mexico, number 16, in his first ever half marathon as he heads toward a fall marathon. He's in 7th place right now. He looks very smooth, but it's hard when you got no one else to help you.
And Parra is a relative newcomer to the U.S. scene. I haven't seen him race on the road so far, but he's doing a respectable job out there. And up ahead we see Kagwa, who ran that good 20K about 2 weeks ago, but he could be feeling the effects of that. He's not looking quite as fresh as he was 2 weeks ago.
The fact that he turns around and see who's behind him rather than this early in the race focusing forward is usually a bad sign.
And now ahead of them we see a pack of 3.
Fifth, fourth, and third, Mutisha, Francis and Bowie, who's in the black outfit, and Peter Fleming right behind. And they have an advantage. They are running as a pack.
And they've been taking turns with that lead. And here we see Delilah Asiago running strong. And again, she's running with some men around her, so that can be an advantage with the wind factor.
She's actually climbing the ladder of men in front of her, which helps pull you along. The question is she pulling herself along far too quickly for both the distance? Remember, she's never run a half marathon or a marathon. This is all new to her. She's only 22 years old. Now behind in third place, running in a phalanx of men, Anne-Marie Letko, tucked in right there, and this could be a real advantage for her.
It can be an advantage, but it's also kind of annoying sometimes for these women, because a lot of these men, it's the first time they've ever been beaten or had a woman running right there with them, and kind of the ego factor gets involved. They can kind of get in the way.
Moving ahead, we can see in second place Nadia Prasad, running right behind one gentleman. Again, very smart, having him, break that wind going in front of her. But we have women third, second, and first, all very much spread out, and not the pack that we might have expected.
And Nadia has 2 young children at home. It's just been this last year, after she's recovered from the birth of her second child, that she has really blossomed on the running scene. This race is not only about elites. Tony had a chance to jump on the back of a motorcycle and go talk to some of the runners back in the pack.
But what's your name?
Betsy Mladenoff.
From where, Betsy?
Lebanon, Pennsylvania.
And Betsy, how would you rate this on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of fun? What sort of fun are you having?
A 9.
A 9 for fun? Now why? See, it looks like, you're sweating, but you're smiling.
I feel good.
Been a nice day to race?
Yes.
13 miles not too far?
No.
Tell people why they should run next year's Philadelphia Distance Run. Come over here. Tell people why they should run the Philadelphia Distance Run 1995.
Because you'll be in great shape.
So did you get her phone number, Tony?
As you can see by the graphic over the Art Museum, this race has really grown, almost trebled in its teen years, starting off at 2,700 and now nearly 8,000 in numbers. Just gets more popular all the time.
Those who say the running boom is dead need to come check out the Philadelphia Distance Run.
The shadows of the flying feet of William Koech. He does not have a powerful upper body. Well, most runners don't have a powerful upper body, but he carries his arms very, very high.
Well, what you see him doing is actually very efficient, Tony. He's got them very in close to his body. You know that the further out you hold your arms, the less efficient that is. Look how close he's got him, right up to his chest.
A bit of the praying mantis look. But Koech feels the presence of Matthews Matswaratu behind him, and yet he can't tell how that other guy feels, and that finally drives you nuts.
Well, and a couple times during the course, we haven't seen it here, but he has signaled to Matthew to come up, help him with the lead. Matthew has said no thank you.
More from the banks of the Schuylkill right after this timeout. The 1994 Philadelphia Distance Run on PHL 17 is brought to you by Geo. Get to know Geo, the line of import-inspired cars and trucks available right around the corner at your local Chevrolet and Geo dealer.
If you're studying new cars, consider this. In J.D. Power and Associates' initial quality study, owners ranked Geo Prism best in initial quality in the $12,000 to $17,000 price class. That's not too surprising, considering that 98% of people who have already bought a new Prism would recommend Prism to a friend. So maybe you should call 1-800-GET-TO-KNOW and go straight to the head of the class, Geo Prism.
Just how good is non-alcoholic Cutter from Coors?
That's good beer.
Beer?
I was thinking one of the micro brews.
What?
It tastes like one ice beers.
But it's non-alcoholic.
I like it.
Look, we knew Cutter was good, but to say you can't tell a Coors Cutter from a regular beer...
Because it reminds me of Rolling Rock.
...is great. Cold lagered, easy drinking Cutter. A new brew from Coors.
This is good beer.
Try it. There's no beer like it.
Well, I like it. I like to have another, matter of fact.
Between the two of us, we had one chair, a lamp, and a microwave. And lots of bills. Even on 2 salaries, it wasn't easy. What we needed was a loan. With payments we could afford. Our Mellon PSFS banker helped us work it out. It made things a lot more comfortable around here.
Life Improvement Loans. Call 1-800-MELON-2. 1-800-MELON-2.
My family and I, we've just moved into town. We all love it here, yeah. But what we need now for a certain little girl is a really good, friendly pediatrician. One with a big supply of dinosaur stickers.
The way we screen and we check, you're going to have a great choice of pediatricians and hopefully not a bad choice of dinosaur stickers. So let's see if we can help
Aetna Health Plans. The more you know, the better you feel.
Hi, I'm Kevin Schieferdecker here at the ATM machine at the Mellon Bank on 18th and Market. Welcome back to the Philadelphia Distance Run.
Kevin, this is not a golf tournament. You can speak loudly. Well, the athletes are fanning out along the, well, they're crossing over onto the river. It looks like a beautiful day until you realize that the wind is blowing like mad. The crucial part of this course has always been to turn around at the Falls Bridge, and that's where the wind is going to change direction and the race should really open up.
As you look at the clock on top of the Geo pace car, you can see that they're about 26:30 right now. They're nearing halfway, coming up on 6 miles, but they're still battling that wind.
Salvador Pera from Mexico, number 16, Peter Fleming, number 15, and Francis Mbui from Kenya right behind, working very well together in a group. As long as one man does the leading, then backs off to let another man pull the front, that way they can share their energies.
And coming up to the next group, oh hey, we can see that Mutisia has made a move and caught Kagwa. That's actually beneficial for the two of them because now maybe that they can pull together to catch Kowich and Matthew Mashwartu.
This is third and fourth place, and so we in essence have 3 separate competitions going on within the top 7 places in the 94 Philadelphia Distance Run. Now we look at our women's leader, that's Delilah Asiago, being pushed by that swirling wind, and she is really pushing the pace. And that's number 729, Rick McGarry, a 30-year-old out of Philadelphia, having a hard time staying with her up front. Little bit of, somewhat of a right arm whip, however, Ed.
And here we see Nadia Prasad. She's broken away from the men who've been running around her and now is running in no woman's land. And she's going to have to bear down, focus to move up and close on Anne-Marie.
Now what we're looking at now is Nadia Prasad, who's in third place. Now we're moving up to second place where we have Anne-Marie Letko, Team Anne-Marie Letko, and she is going with her sights on Asiago up in front. But right now, running with all these guys, it all depends on your state of mind. It's either advantage or you hate those guys.
Well, these guys are being real gentlemen right here. They're letting Anne-Marie Letko break the wind for them. Anne-Marie's probably going, come on, guys, give me a hand. Why don't you take the lead?
She's probably stronger by a factor of 3 than any one of them. Again, she's at 2 130-mile weeks, adding on to 140, so she has not come off of this. She is not freshened for this competition. The longer this race goes, she may well come into her own as the miles pile on.
You know, the vast majority, Tony, of people preparing for this race, probably over 30%, have trained between 21 to 30 miles per week, whereas Anne-Marie Letko is out there pounding 120, 130, up to 140 miles a week. A big difference. Some kids volunteer for Water Stop. Some kids ran yesterday. Tony, you went and talked to some of them at the second annual Kids Run.
Hi, my name is Portia. Welcome back to the Kids Run on PHL 17.
Here at the Aetna Health Plan's Children's Run 1994, there are many opportunities for people to spend their children's allowance. Hi. What are we selling here?
We're not selling anything. We're just giving out T-shirts to the racers.
Oh, these are part of the entry fee. As you get a free T-shirt.
Yes,
can you hold a
do.
T-shirt up for the folks? We had over 500 kids ages 3 to 12 running anywhere from 20 yards to 400 yards. But besides that, there was free refreshments, entertainment. They learned how to juggle. There was a petting zoo. That's Larry Boa.
Oh, you look so handsome. Does he want a picture?
And the Balloon Man, the hardest working man in show business. You just got back from Atlantic City. How'd the show go last night? What's your name?
Andrew.
Andrew, what exactly are you wearing? No. What are you looking down for? What is this on your head?
A hat.
A hat? A balloon hat of fruit?
Mm-hmm.
And what is this in your hand?
Teddy bear.
A teddy bear?
You look awful cute. Have you run the race yet? Are you going to wear your hat in the race? Will it slow you down? You don't care. Sometimes fashion over function, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck out there today. Say thank you.
Thank you.
All right, bye. Hi, what's your name? We're walking to the start here with?
Vince.
Vince? Yeah, Vince, are you looking forward to this race?
Yeah.
You had a lot of training?
Yeah.
Yeah, how have you done? What kind of training have you been doing?
I've been like running a lot.
Away from your parents? Running away from your parents?
No, like running every morning, like I should say like 2 hours.
2 hours? 2 hours of running, so you've got a good distance base. So you're really prepared. How about any speed work?
Yeah.
Any hill repeats?
No.
But how far is this run, do you know? About 80 yards, 90 yards? So those 2 hour morning long runs will hold you in good stead. Vince, go get them. And these athletes take their racing seriously. But there's also a lot of teamwork, and the cute factor is enormous. Hi. What's your name?
Brandon.
Brandon, how'd you do?
Fine.
Yeah, was it a tough race? What was the hardest part of the race for you, Brandon?
We got here late.
They're just getting to the whole venue on time. But actually, when the race started, what was the hardest part of it?
Well, I was out of breath when I ran over here.
Oh, so you had to do a lot of your hard running just to get to the starting line. Brandon, give me a high five. Nice job. See you next year. Tell Mom and Dad to get up earlier. Do not get us wrong. The competition is fierce. Well, there, you talk about your full-out efforts. Hey, number 11.
Good job.
What's your name?
Ian Duncan.
All right, well, Ian, tell me about that spill at the finish.
Oh, I was just trying to cross. I was going so fast. I got really tired. So I was close enough that I could just lie down and cross it, and that's what I did.
You felt that guy coming on you.
Oh, yeah.
Now, did you feel like you went out too hard?
No, not really.
But, I mean, you were cooking at the end.
Yeah.
Hey, did you get yourself, did you train for this race?
Yeah.
Oh, you look
Sort
great.
of.
Congratulations on a great win.
Thanks.
Nice job. See you later.
Thank you.
It might be a cliche, but all these kids are winners because we're basing this medal performance on effort.
Hi, can you? All right. So tell me, what made you think this was going to be a good idea? How much fun was that? Oh, we could tell it was a wonderful time. Take your time, get your medal. Would you recommend that to anybody?
Yeah.
Why? Just to see how out of breath you can get? Have you ever been this out of breath? I'll just ask yes and no questions. Remember, what's your name? Shimia. That you look brutalized.
What's the water?
Is this Mom? Mom, why did you make her do this?
I didn't make her.
She looks awfully cute when you're out of breath, though, sweetie. How hard was that? It's all in the eyes. Shima, bye. See you later.
You have been watching the children's run on PHL 17.
I'm going to bring my kids next year, Tony. That looks great.
I think we ought to not even have the adults race. The kids are just wonderful.
And Tony just kept working and working. Talks to the water stop folks.
That's the way to get on camera. The Wickahisson, what name the water company?
Wissahickon, Mountain Spring Water.
Well, some people can't say that's a mouthful. What's your name?
Jack Horgan.
And Jack, have you done this before?
Yes, 2 years.
And is it fun?
Oh, yeah.
You get to pick your location?
Yep. No, we come here every year.
And is it fun?
Oh, yeah.
And what is your name?
Right.
And why do they pick on you?
Because I'm the best on the team.
Oh, what team is this?
LaSalle.
LaSalle what?
LaSalle High School.
LaSalle High School what?
LaSalle High School cross country team.
Cross country team. I thought it might have been the wrestling team.
Nah, cross country.
You guys have a cheer? Is there a cheer for the school?
Go LaSalle. Well, when we wear our pink shirts, there's no cheer, but when we don't wear the pink shirts.
What happened to the boys in blue and the girls in pink? Well, another year. Thanks, kids, and leave him alone. Leave him alone.
Coming up on the bridge, this is the part the runners have been looking forward to, because as they get halfway across here, they'll be at the 8-mile mark. And the good point is they'll start running back towards the city. They'll have that wind to their back finally.
Traditionally, this has been the point on the course, the Falls Bridge, where the moves for victory have taken place. So now it's going to be real business. And Koech has sort of made a little bit of an opening on Matthews Mochwaratru in second.
Let's see what their 8-mile time is. Great, 37:56. That's not a super fast time, you know, that's 102 mid-range. But hey, they've been fighting that wind. I think they're going to come home faster.
And just when I thought Matthews Mochwaratru was beginning to fade, here he comes right up on the shoulder of Koech. It's as close as he's been all day.
And Tony, we were joined by Mark Stewart, the race director. Came up on the press truck to talk about this year's race and plans for the future.
With me on the Falls Bridge is our race director, Mark Stewart. Mark, of 18th annual Philadelphia Distance Runners. Yelling photographers are in the press truck. Very successful kids run this year. Any other additions as you head toward the 20th anniversary? You're constantly making this event better and better, not just the half marathon.
We're looking to add maybe a 5K run or 5K walk in the next few years, trying to increase the participation. That's the latest thing on our agenda.
The kids run was well. You had your own Casey in the field as well, but that's turned into a real success story.
If we could capture the enthusiasm of children for running events all over the country, we'd be the biggest sport in the country. I think they're terrific.
And these young competitors in these kids runs will be running the Philly half marathons of the future.
How you doing? Fine.
I'm in front of him. That's
Hey, right. She's cheating.
I'm beating him. That's what matters.
You guys married?
Yeah.
Not after this race, maybe. Where you from? Carterville.
Yeah, you're feeling all right though, huh?
Oh, we're getting here. Thank you. Are we done yet? How fast am I going?
Don't tell that on now.
The title sponsor of the 1994 Philadelphia Children's Run, Aetna Health Plans, offering a full range of healthcare coverage. Aetna Health Plans, the more you know, the better you feel.
My family and I, we've just moved into town. We all love it here, yeah. But what we need now for a certain little girl is a really good, friendly pediatrician. One with a big supply of dinosaur stickers.
The way we screen and we check, you're going to have a great choice of pediatricians and hopefully not a bad choice of dinosaur stickers. So let's see if we can help
Aetna Health Plans. The more you know, the better you feel.
You already know what kind of car you want. And you know exactly how you want it equipped. And all you've been waiting for is an amazingly affordable lease. So what else do you need to know? Oh yeah, how about where to get one? Get to know Geo Prism today, right around the corner at your Chevrolet Geo dealers.
Oh, man. Look what you did. What I did? Just who do you think you are, man? Who do you think I am?
Easy, fellas. What would he do?
Oh, the Yellow Pages?
Just any Yellow Pages?
Genuine Yellow Pages.
9 out of 10 use it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
The genuine Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages.
We could use another bathroom, but I really had my heart set on a new kitchen. Until the furnace went. But instead of putting everything on hold, I got a Mellon PSFS line of credit. We'll be okay. I got the money I needed, even a little extra, for other important things.
Life Improvement Loans. Call 1-800-MELON-2. 1-800-MELON-2.
Welcome back to the Philadelphia Distance Runner PH-17.
There you go.
or something to that effect. Yay, you try it at home. William Koech has got a mask of pain, and like a rocket, Matthews Motswarachu comes screaming by.
Matthews trying to get back that lead. You can see him looking back and forth, jockeying. He's a front runner towards the end of the race. He likes to capture that lead and then just run away from people.
Well, look at now Matthews looks like somebody's crippled him, and he's lost it all. I mean, this is astounding. Koech looks back. What a fight this is. What's he doing there, Ed?
Well, he was pointing alongside saying, come on, let's go. If we're going to race it, let's race it. But at this point in time, he's dropping him.
I've never seen a move like that. I mean, Matthews just like gathered himself, made this bold move, and then sort of beat himself into a pulp rather than the guy he was trying to beat.
And it's interesting because we've seen Koech time and time again put on small surges. And here's the 10-mile mark at 47:26. We're about a minute 12 slow, a minute 12 off the course record pace. But with that wind coming back, they're going to close a little bit faster. But that course record is not in jeopardy today.
But what a tremendous competition we've got. And now they're back to their standard positions. Koech in front and Motswarachu in second place, laboring, although that's his style of running. The last part of this course, down Kelly Drive, heading back towards Eakins Oval and Center City.
Now Anne-Marie Letko is really making her charge, and we can see now that Delilah Asiago is well within sight, and she's got her in her grasp.
The farther the race has gone, the better Anne-Marie Letko has looked, and you can see the frail style, sort of the sway of the shoulders. Letko planing forward, strong as can be. You can see the strength and the lack of body fat on just her back muscles.
And remember, Anne-Marie Letko is getting ready for the New York City Marathon right now. Mileage upwards of 120 miles a week, and that's really paying off towards the latter stages of this race.
Delilah Asiago, 22 years old, not with any plans for the marathon, has her sights on the 96 Kenyan team for 10,000 meters on the track. But Delilah has folded in the latter stages of the race early on in the summer, and Letko has gotten stronger as the season goes forward.
And this is a great feeling when you've been battling, when you've had a runner in sight for a long period of time, and then you draw even, and then make that break slightly in front. You know, right now Anne-Marie Letko is really getting a charge of adrenaline, and she's going to put the hammer down.
Anne-Marie Letko is such a good tactician today because all throughout the summer where we've seen her, she's always gone right to the front and pressed the issue. Here, she laid back and used tactics which fed to a longer event.
You know, I've been running tremendously well this year, and the fields have been great, so I have to give myself a little bit of that, you know, pat on the back and just say, you know, sometimes there's times during the year that you're not going to feel as strong as others. But I think the weather will play a big factor into tomorrow. If the rain comes and we get a real cool day, I think it's, as Joni Samuelson told me at Bix, just put your head down and go. Otherwise, if it's going to remain hot and humid, I think tactics will definitely play more of a part.
And now we see Delilah back in front. She is refusing to give this race up, and she may not be a marathon runner, but she's given it a great effort. And the people who are running this race are burning a lot of calories. They did some major carbo loading last night at the pasta party. You talked to them, Tony.
When you come to Philadelphia, what do you think of? That Philly cheesesteak. Don't you? Hi, ma'am. Are you busy? She's busy. Ma'am, are you real busy? Can you be on television? Ma'am, can you be on television? Ma'am, she blew me off.
I know.
Why? Are you guys real busy?
Yes, we are.
Are these runners starting to get in your hair?
Not really.
God bless you, runners.
Yes.
Now, where's the Philly cheesesteak?
We ate them.
Workers ate them? All right, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm part of Boys to Men. I'm part of Boys to Men.
How's that working out? Now, why pasta?
Pasta is good for you.
No, but why not? Where's your protein?
In the pasta.
Is it really? I don't believe that. What's your name, please?
Pam Roster.
Explain the process of the pasta party.
You gotta carb up so you can run tomorrow.
And why does that help? Why not? Where's the steaks?
Hey, this is what's free, so we eat as much as we can.
Well, there it is. There's the bottom line. This is what's free.
It used to be they just gave you spaghetti. Now they give you one of the best gourmet meals in town. Never have enough croutons. Hi, what's your name?
Ed.
Ed, what'd you have for lunch?
McDonald's, believe it or not. Very healthy.
Bottom line, so this is going to clean your system right up from
This will-
McDonald's?
Every bit of it.
No, but why do people eat pasta? before running?
High carbohydrate.
And that means?
For, energy for your muscles, particularly for long endurance.
And how's the McDonald's fit into this?
Awful.
But tasty as can be.
And convenient off the interstate.
And besides, this looks awful good itself.
It's delicious.
Absolutely. Well, have
Help
fun
yourself.
tonight.
Thank you.
Have fun tomorrow. So what have we learned at the pasta party? Food is great, food is free, and the workers don't want any part of my act.
And we got the bagpipe music going. That's a tradition at this part of the race, and it's always kind of fun, yet somewhat annoying.
Up ahead, 12 miles, and finally, this looks like the break, because Matthews Matswaraju looks like he's ready to fall down.
But what we can't really appreciate here is we're going up a slight hill, and Matthew is just self-destructing on this point. And here we see William Kowich in the lead. That efficient stride, arms up close to his body, is just powering away further and further with every stride.
It's almost like Matthews Matswaraju went for the victory, and now he's got to be concerned about second place, because when the string breaks, it completely unravels.
And here, Anne-Marie Letko and Delilah Asiago still battling tooth and nail, passing one, passing the other. A lot of times you get a women's race and there's a complete runaway, but here they're battling together all the way.
And Delilah seems to be on the ropes. You can see by the posture and the arm drive of Anne-Marie Letko that she's trying to break Asiago. They've raced against one another any number of times. The women continue to battle, but coming into Ben Franklin Parkway's finishing stretch, William Kowich, who's had a not successful 1994, turning it all around here in Philadelphia, heading toward New York City with victory in his pocket.
And he's got the finish line in sight now. This is a great feeling to have. He knows he's got this wrapped up. It's just a matter of the time.
And he's earned this victory. He's led almost every step of the way. He took the lead going out at this point at 3 miles and fought with Matthews Matswaraju all the way to the 12-mile mark. But now the victory and the cheers are his in victory of 1994 Philadelphia distance run. 1:02:05 unofficially.
That's a great time, Tony, considering the win they had out there. And a strong finish by Matthew Matswaraju. You can see why Kowich wanted to get away from him. He's got a fantastic finishing kick.
He's got the best lean in all of distance running. And that's Gideon Mutisha moving up from 4th to 3rd this year. Kagwa in 4th. And now along Boathouse Row, Anne-Marie Letko seems to have separated herself a little bit from Delilah Asiago, but with a glance over either shoulder, you can tell she still is concerned. The 1994 Philadelphia Distance Run on PHL 17 brought to you in part by Diodora.
Just how good is non-alcoholic Cutter from Coors?
That's good beer.
Beer?
I was thinking one of the micro brews.
What?
It tastes like one ice beers.
But it's non-alcoholic.
No, I like it.
Look, we knew Cutter was good, but to say you can't tell a Coors Cutter from a regular beer...
Because it reminds me of Rolling Rock.
...is great. Cold lagered, easy drinking Cutter. A new brew from Coors.
This is good beer.
Try it. There's no beer like it.
Well, I like it. I like to have another, matter of fact.
My dad was always there for me. This was my chance to be there for him. I knew we needed an extra room, but the money was tight. I couldn't have done it without a loan. And my Mellon PSFS banker came to me. That's what family is all about. Life Improvement Loans. Call 1-800-MELON-2. 1-800-MELON-2.
It's got a new cover, it's got a new name, but on the inside it's exactly the same. It's the real fine, genuine, more choices, gold mine, yellow pages from Bell Atlantic.
Presenting the genuine Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages. Same book, new name. 9 out of 10 use it. The genuine Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages.
Real fine, genuine, more choices, gold mine, yellow pages from Bell Atlantic.
Same book, new name.
If you're studying new cars, consider this. In J.D. Power & Associates' initial quality study, owners ranked Geo Prism best in initial quality in the $12,000 to $17,000 price class. That's not too surprising, considering that 98% of people who have already bought a new Prism would recommend Prism to a friend. So maybe you should call 1-800-GET-TO-KNOW and go straight to the head of the class, Geo Prism.
Hello, we're the Norris family. We're watching the Philadelphia Distance Run on PHL Channel 17.
Is that it? Mr. Norris, thank you. We want to thank all our welcome backers today. They did a great job.
And we're back now to Anne-Marie Letko with less than a half mile to go, and you can see her working away in a classic track form. You can tell she could excel as an athlete, I think, in other sports. There are some runners who you think that person can only be a runner. I think Anne-Marie Letko could excel doing any other sport.
She came into this race with her sights set on the New York City Marathon, which is why, in many ways, the Philadelphia Distance Run was discovered and put together back in the late 1970s, and she's using it exactly like you'd want. It's a controlled effort, but a very fast, hard workout in preparation for her bigger race in 2 months' time.
It's a great feeling when you can see that finish line, and you could tell she took a couple glances behind her shoulder. She knew she had it well in hand, and she's just going to float to the finish, and this will be a great boost, a great confidence builder going into the New York City Marathon.
And she's right at 1 hour and 10 minutes flat, just over 1:10. The 5th fastest time in Philadelphia history on a very tough day.
And a close Delilah Asiago takes it on in. A good 20 seconds back, but she put a game fight in there and made it exciting for us.
Delilah had almost a 100-yard lead at one point in this race, and she held on very tough for second place.
And Nadia Prasad goes out strong, but finishes strong as well for a 3rd place. Tony, who do you have for us now?
Hi, Dad.
Hey.
Hi, kids.
How's it going?
Who we got here?
My name's Ian. This is my daughter, Lindsay. This is my other daughter, Ilsa.
Well, Ilsa, nice smile.
Smile.
How's that race going so far, Ian?
Oh, pretty good. We've been taking it easy for the first 12 miles. We're going to turn it on for the finish.
And the kids obviously like this a lot. They help you run faster or slower?
They slow me down a little bit.
But
we all have
a heck of a lot more fun.
All right.
Now, you've been getting encouragement for the other competitors here?
Just keep going. The finish is not far away.
Not far. Around Eakins Oval. We got some breath savers for you and your family. Breath savers for the kids.
Looking good.
We got walkers. Kids, I want you to realize Oprah Winfrey ran a 25K last weekend in Minneapolis. How hard can this be? Oprah can run a 25K and these people are walking in a half marathon.
Yeah, but Tony, Oprah has a personal trainer. And here's Elaine Van Blanc, the first Philadelphia finisher in 6th place. Let's take a look at the overall results. Anne-Marie Letko with a great time considering the conditions. Asiago, Prasad, and Surik. Top master, Shivarella. On the men's side of things, we saw that battle take place between Kowich and Matthews Mashuartu. A close contest, but Kowich blowing them away on the final heels. Mutishia from Kenya and Kagwe from Kenya 3rd and 4th.
We're coming, sir. Hey, here we go. Hi, what's your name?
Jim Latz.
Jim, how old are you?
73.
Jim, do you really think this is good for you?
I love it. Been doing it since I was 49.
Oh, really? You started at 49?
Yeah, you guys did me from Philly to Atlantic City. I used to run.
Oh, really?
Right.
Well, how's the race day today?
Beautiful weather.
For people that have never done this thing, why should they?
Because they'll live to be older than me, for one thing. It's just great.
But it doesn't look fun.
Oh, I love it.
It just seems fun. Got to live inside your skin. Well, good luck. You got 1 more mile and a 10th to go.
Terrific.
Wait a minute. To the left, is it the producer, David Beld?
Hey.
Wait a minute. Come here. Move up, John.
This is terrible.
Shake my hand.
It's a great course. It's a great course.
Now, what's your name, sir?
David Beld.
David, you have a tan. How's the race going?
A lot of sun.
But is this man a pirate? Where's your number, David Beld?
I came in late last night.
From?
From New York City.
Well, of course. Where else would the pirates come from?
And since I've been involved with the race for the last 2 years, on the TV side, I thought I'd go out and check it out from the running's point of view.
And what did you learn?
It's a lot easier to produce than run. But and that's no easy feat. But it's a great course, and we're almost done. And looking forward to the finish.
David, we have a gift for you. It's a roll of Tums.
Thank you.
Share them with your fellow competitors.
I hope they're sponsored. Here we go.
Goodbye, David.
Later.
Next year we give canned hams, Tony.
the presenting sponsor of the 1994 Philadelphia Distance Run, Mellon PSFS. With more than 120 convenient locations throughout the Delaware Valley. Mellon PSFS, you're why we do our very best.
Between the two of us, we had one chair, a lamp, and a microwave. And lots of bills. Even on 2 salaries, it wasn't easy. What we needed was a loan, with payments we could afford. Our Mellon PSFS banker helped us work it out. It made things a lot more comfortable around here.
Life Improvement Loans. Call 1-800-MELON-2. 1-800-MELON-2.
My family and I, we've just moved into town. We all love it here, yeah. But what we need now for a certain little girl is a really good, friendly pediatrician. One with a big supply of dinosaur stickers.
The way we screen and we check, you're going to have a great choice of pediatricians and hopefully not a bad choice of dinosaur stickers. So let's see if we can help
Aetna Health Plans. The more you know, the better you feel. Get it moving. And the Silver Bullet has the taste to keep it moving. Coors Light. Naturally brewed for a taste that goes down easy. Coors Light. Keep on moving.
You already know what kind of car you want. And you know exactly how you want it equipped. And all you've been waiting for is an amazingly affordable lease. So what else do you need to know? Oh yeah, how about where to get one? Get to know Geo Prism today, right around the corner at your Chevrolet Geo dealers.
Welcome back to the Philly Distance Run on PHL 17.
Time is between the two.
And now to make the check presentations to our 2 champions, Peter Eglin, who is the first vice president for Mellon PSFS. Peter.
Thank you very much. William, congratulations on a great race. You did a wonderful job, and we're very proud of your finish.
Yeah, thank you.
And here's a check for you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
And Anne-Marie, again, congratulations on a great race, and we want you back again. This was a wonderful start for you here in Philadelphia.
Thank you.
There you are. Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
Nice job of the oversized checks and the microphone, Peter. Over $30,000 in prize money handed out today, Ed, but there's a lot more people out on the course, but once they're through, there's a lot more to do.
You know, it's a fun activity. You can go out with the family, listen to the band, hang around and wait for those checks to be given, and wait for us to close the show.
Now we need you people to say thanks for watching the Philadelphia Distance Run on PHL 17. On 3, 1, 2, 3. That was pathetic.
Ed, come here. As you can tell from behind us, the Philadelphia Distance Run's a lot more than just elite competitions, although that we had 2 dandy races.
We had 2 great horse races out there today. We had a hilarious kids race yesterday. We had a fantastic race, the 18th running of the Philly Half Marathon today, where they broke a new record. They had over 8,000 competitors out there today. This race just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And Mark Stewart told us that he's expecting to add a 5K run or walk for the 19th version. Until then, for Ed Eystone, I'm Tony Rebitz. Thanks for joining us on the streets of Philadelphia, and we'll see you next year out on the roads. Goodbye, people.